Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemo the Dad in DPS, and we are back with another video. Now today's video is in relation to Fallout 76's current event that is running from April the 1st to April the 4th, and obviously it is an April Fool's event. Now, this video is not going to involve any shenanigans or anything like that. Don't expect me to say anything that's going to be untrue. Everything that I'm posting here is not a joke. So let's just get that right out there. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Now, find the right button. We have, obviously, Modus. Now, Modus has released a bunch of festive individuals into Appalachia, and that comes in the form of Holiday Scorched. So there's going to be Holiday Scorched all over Appalachia and the usual places, and we will go into my preferred locations to farm these and the certain events that do pop up that you can get these Scorched in, as well as the Holiday Scorched that are kicking around. It also has a double currency event. So we're able to get double scrip, double bullion, and double caps on a daily basis all the way up till the 4th. Now what does this mean? It means you can get 600 scrip, around about 800 bullion, and 3000 caps per day. Now the good thing about this is the scrip is the most important thing. Bullion, who gives a crap? Let's be honest, almost everybody that's played the game for a long time has more than enough bullion, and yeah, there's a lot of caps kicking about in general. So the important one here I need to emphasize is the scrip. 600 scrip per day, along with a bunch of enemies that are spawning that drop legendary items. This is your prime reason for this event, in my opinion. Farm the hell out of scrip. Do it now. It's going to get you a lot of stuff, and you will not regret it. Scrip is definitely my main focus. Now, on top of this, we also have some stuff in the Atomic Shop, which we will show briefly once it loads. We have a bunch of Christmas stuff that is currently on sale, which you can get cheap. Now, if you miss these guys at the kind of wintertime sales and whatnot, this is a good opportunity to get it for the next couple of days. Other than that, there's not really much else to say. It's just a case of Christmas bundles in the Atomic Shop. So, let's go into the event itself, or rather the Scorched itself, and how you can get all of those delicious little loot boxes and the scrip. So, Holiday Scorched, where do they spawn and where are you most likely to get them? Now, the first thing I'll say, if you have a private server, that is your best hope. The thing about Holiday Scorched is there's going to be competition for them. So if you're in a server full of people, you are less likely to find the Scorched in that server because they're probably already been killed. Not to say that you're not going to find any, but it is, you know, it's easier to do this when you're on a private server. Now, starting from the top of the map, the best locations I've found are Wavy Willards, which is right here, as you can see. It's full of Scorched. There's usually 2 or 3 of them kicking around that area. You also have to the right the Palace of the Winding Path. Now, to get the Scorched, you're going to have to go inside the actual palace building, and again, there's usually maybe 1 or 2 in there at any given point. Then I usually cut across to the Tyler County Fairgrounds, which once again is full of Scorched, and I apologise, I've got a blocked nose, so I am constantly sniffing. And you're going to get a bunch of Scorched here. Then we have Morgantown Airport, which once again is full of Scorched. You have the Morgantown High School. Around the high school itself, there's a lot of ghouls, but there's also quite typically a bunch of Scorched at the actual high school building itself. And quite a lot of people often forget of the Morgantown train yard. Now this usually for me has maybe 1 or 2 Holiday Scorched there as well. Then, as we progress down the map, you have Greg's Mine Supply and Helvetica. The area between these can get you quite a few Scorched if you're looking for them. And Bolton Greens is also another good shout, especially when the event is running, because Scorched quite frequently spawn there, unless it's a Super Mutant day where you get Super Mutants obviously, but Scorched, yeah, quite typically Bolton Greens as well. Then we have the, where are you? Where am I looking? The Poseidon Power Station PX01. Typically I find maybe 1 Scorched here, but it's a quick little area to do because they're all in a quite tight-knit area. And then I normally head down to the Poseidon Energy Plant, clear the whole area there, there's Scorched all over it, and you can get anywhere between like sometimes 1 to anything up to 8. It can be quite a good area. Then we have the Camden Park, which once again, you're looking at about maybe 2 or 3. It really depends on how lucky you are. Let's be honest, all of this really depends on how lucky you are. And then after I've finished there, I usually head over to the likes of Pleasant Valley Cabins, this kind of area. This like Pleasant Valley Resort and Cabins is usually got quite a few Scorched around there, and if you're lucky, you will get some holiday Scorched. Now there is also around the map the Fisher sites. Now these ones I'm just lumping all in together. Fisher sites typically are really good for holiday Scorched because, well, Scorched beasts spawn there, and they in turn spawn a load of Scorched enemies, which can be holiday Scorched as well. On top of that, if you pick up the ultrasite veins that are around these Fisher sites, there is also a chance for it to spawn Scorched. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It can be quite buggy sometimes, so you do need to be, take it with a pinch of salt. But yeah, typically Fisher sites are really good for holiday Scorched as well. Now, just because these certain events are really difficult to pop up at the moment, and I've not seen Line in the Sand in a while, but when Line in the Sand triggers at Fort Defiance, this is also one of the best areas to get holiday Scorched because it spawns waves and waves of Scorched enemies, and as such, they can turn up as holiday Scorched as well. So I've said the word Scorched way too much, it's starting to affect my brain. So that is another good area. But I mean, if you're hanging around this area of the map, there's going to be a load of Scorched wandering this area because typically you've got the Scorched Beast Queen spawning if people are dropping nukes, which is another reason to go to the Scorched Beast Queen. Typically at the moment I'm getting around 5 or 6 legendary items from every Queen spawn, ranging from 1 stars to 3 stars, so it is a very worthwhile event to take part in at the moment. I mean, anything that has Scorched in it, even Heart of the Swamp's not the best one, but if Heart of the Swamp here does have Scorched at it, so sometimes when you go there you get holiday Scorched joining in the fight. But yeah, there's loads of places in the map that you can, and if you do have any places that you would recommend, I would definitely post it down in the comments section. That was this afternoon's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that we have SCRIP My Pants later in the evening, which will be about 7 o'clock my time, which is, well, GMT, BST, whatever it's currently in. So yeah, keep your ears out for that, and eyes as well. And I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland. And as you'll probably see on the screen, we have our members. Big thanks to all you guys. Hope you're doing well.